Hey guys, it's Luke from Adam Builds, and today I'm finally having a look at Kmart's mechanical gaming keyboard. Okay, so let's start with a bit of a physical tour of the keyboard itself. The cord, nice and thick, not braided, but you know, that's a nice cord there. The bottom of it, we've got no drip holes, so if you are going to drink around this and you will drink your and you will spill your Coke in here, it is going to properly get in there. Now, one thing to note is, see these little recesses up here? To me, that looks like they had planned to release this with a wrist rest or potentially as an add-on. Personally, I think that would have been a good idea, but anyway, that's just my personal preference. Now, the height adjusting feet, you know, standard fare on pretty much every keyboard these days. I will say the little rubber feet at the front, they do their job of keeping it nice and firm. Once you've got it drop down though, it really wants to move around. Not that I game like this, and it does look as if there were meant to be rubber feet in these little slots here at the back. Now when you open it up, there is still like nothing there to help, but for whatever reason, maybe because of the way that it sort of grabs hold of you there, it seems to grip to the table a bit better. So, you know, obviously if you've got it on a full gaming mat, it's probably not something so much to worry about, but if you're going onto a hard surface, it's probably going to want to move around a bit on you, so just something to consider there. Okay, now let's talk about what makes a gaming keyboard a gaming keyboard. I am going to rule out that mechanical equals gaming. The reason for that is because mechanical keyboards are, you know, used in office environments. There's a lot, including my wife, who prefers to type on mechanical keyboards because membranes just aren't as nice to type on. Certain mechanical keyboards assist in lowering strain and stuff like that. So mechanical doesn't equal gaming. Gaming function equals gaming. So what gaming functions does this guy have? Well, it has RGB, but RGB isn't going to improve your gaming. The only gaming function that this keyboard has is that you can lock out the Windows key. And you do that by holding down function and hitting the Windows key. And luckily enough, we have a little light indicator here that lets you know the Windows key is locked out. Now, as far as I'm concerned, that's the only gaming function that this guy has. So is it a gaming keyboard? Well, yeah, I guess so. This is a gaming keyboard, and it has that plus a macro function. So it's a lesser gaming keyboard, but it's still a gaming keyboard. But anyway, let's have a look at the lighting. Okay guys, so as you can see, the lights are actually set up in rows. So there's no way to change the colors, but what you can do is change the lighting effect. Now, down here in between function and control, there is a little light bulb. That is what changes the functions. So I will say that there is, in the instruction sheet, there is no mention of how that function scrolls around, but it does say that there's 12 modes. So let's assume that the first one is static, this second one sort of like a wave, there's this sort of moving down the rows and then up, the wipe across, wipe to the middle, sliding, I don't know. So this one, I'm not quite sure if it's meant to be reactive off of the keys, so I'll show you as I hit these keys like space, the space light lights up, Alt, I. So yeah, it only lights up the individual keys. They're sort of chasing individual keys being, and obviously the thing is that these are individually addressable. It'd be really great if they were individually addressable, individually RGB. They're not RGB, these are solid colors. So I think RGB is a little bit of a term that's thrown around. Yeah, we do have, you know, red, green and blue. This one here, the keys it goes. And this is a fade in, fade out. As you can see, we do have red, green and blue. Yes, that is what RGB stands for, but RGB in the sense is really meant to mean that you have an individual diode to emulate any light within that range. I've lost count of how many we're up to at this point, and I think we're back to the solid color. You can actually control the speed and brightness, so that's done by holding this function key, and then for the LED brightness you can use the up and down keys, and for the speed you can use the left and right key, also holding that function key. So if we go, you can see she's really racing off now, or I can slow it right down. Now the cool thing that I didn't realise until I was going through this keyboard was that the function keys double, and they double as media keys. So for instance, holding function and hitting F1 opens up media, F2 and 3 are your volume. Now the only way that I know that, because if we look at the keys themselves, that just says F2. It's nice that it's lit, and admittedly, because these are blue keys, now they're not Cherry MX blues, but I have tried this with my Corsair keyboard here and removed the keycaps off of my Corsair and swap them over. You can order mechanical keycaps for this keyboard, which is cool. It will accept them. These keys actually are opaque with a black covering, so the light comes through onto the key, as you could see there before. It just would have been really nice to have the secondary function on there as well. A little touch, like a little, very little touch, but would have been super cool. Now, back to those mechanical keys. Like I said, they're blue. That doesn't mean they're cherry blues. If we look at a cherry blue, a soft press, you get a click. A hard press, you get a clack. That's like the dumbed down version of the way that the blue keys work. I personally am not a fan of blues. I'm more of a red guy myself. I'm actually a massive fan. I am looking at getting the H7 keyboard because it has this mechanical, like a, look, maybe I might talk about that keyboard when I get to that keyboard. But this guy here, there is no difference when you hit it softly or hard, and it is harsh. In fact, the only difference I think when you hit it a little bit harder, so if you plan on typing on this, is it has this really annoying twang at the end that resonates, and in my ears is just murder. So I'm not a massive fan of the keys, and I'm not a massive fan of the lighting. The only gaming functionality that it appears to have is that the Windows key locks out. It's not the keyboard for me. Anyway guys, that's all I've got for you today. If you are interested, I will be having a look at this guy in the next coming weeks. I do have a couple of Arduino projects that I've been working on that are just about ready to go. So one of them is me making my own keyboard. If you're interested in that, don't forget to subscribe. That will be coming up shortly, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.